Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today, we're going to talk about risk. That's right, it's Motivational Day. We're going to talk about that risk. You know that risk when you get up in the morning, get ready to drive in your car that you don't think is risk, but then you think some other things are risk? We're going to talk about it today. And welcome to Foci Optics. Check. Stop struggling now. Gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back. That's right, it's Motivational Day, and you know what it is. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, every day is Motivational Day. What are you waking up for? And we're gonna talk about that risk factor today. Risk. Some people think that risk is when I say, hey, download the Robinhood and Webull app and get your free share of stock. Some people, believe it or not, think that's risk. But yet, as I started off this motivational video talking about, you get up, most people get up in the morning or evening and get ready to go to work. They get in a vehicle that weighs a couple of tons or more. But they don't think of that as being risky at all, driving to work. It's a necessary evil, so we discard any risk. But yet, taking a little bit of money, putting it in the stock market, you're calling that risk. Every day that you live is another day above ground. You should be happy, you should be humble, you should learn something new. Otherwise, what's the point? So this is why I'm talking about risk today, because some people are confused. At least that's my opinion. And the confusion comes from this. When somebody says, I'm gonna do something, you know how it is. You tell your family, hey, I think I'm gonna do this. You tell your friends, hey, I think I'm gonna do this. It could be a business venture. It could be jumping off a building. But the point of the matter is, those people are gonna be telling you yay or nay. They're gonna say, yeah, I'm behind you, or some people are gonna say, I'm not with you. But you're the one responsible for the risk, not somebody else. Why are you asking somebody else for their opinions when you already know, you already have a predetermined mindset that you don't like risk? Let's talk about this, because a lot of people, for instance, this new $10,000 primary trade line that came out. Can you believe there's some people that says it's a scam? It's a risk. And they don't know nothing. Zero. But yet, they're popping off. Other people might watch and look at that and say, oh man, he's right. And now, you're basing your opinion not on facts, but on your risk level. This is why, as an investor, they usually ask you, when you're investing in a mutual funds or index funds, or opening up your brokerage account with Robinhood and Webull, they ask you, are you a newbie? Are you a new investor? Are you a relatively medium investor that knows a little bit of something? Or are you that premium investor that's been studying the stock market and already know how stocks work and index funds work and cryptocurrency works and things like that that's on their platform like in Robinhood? But you guys, some of you are sitting there going, Eric, I'm trying to start a business, but it's too risky. I don't want to risk my money. Well, hear me out. When you go down and buy a Starbucks coffee for 10 bucks, you don't think nothing of it. There's no risk involved according to you. But to me, the risk is you just gave away $8 to $10 to $12. And instead of putting money towards your future, you sitting there going, it's too risky for me. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Whining. But yet, you're down at the fast food joint. You're down there buying coffee at Starbucks. You're sitting around buying movies, playing games, but you don't call that risky. Well, let me ask you something. If you lose your job, isn't a job risky? If you all of a sudden get in a car accident or your health fails you, isn't that risky? So shouldn't you be making plans to make sure that if something does happen to you, that you don't want any risk later? When you get older, when you age, you don't want to have to be out here like some people that you'll see at Walmart, people that you'll see at jobs that are 60, 65, even 70 years old, because you didn't want to take a risk when you were 25, 35, 45, 55, 65. The whole time you're going, it's too risky for you. Come on. Stop playing games with yourself. If you're not controlling your own destiny, then you're at risk all the time. Your boss can walk in any day and say, you're fired. Come on. Stop playing. That little bit of extra change that you might have left over from paycheck to paycheck, don't play with me. I know what I'm talking about. 7 out of 10 of y'all are living paycheck to paycheck. And when I say, hey, do some affiliate marketing, do some referral marketing, tell your friends, tell your families to go get free shares of stock from Robinhood and Webull, too risky? Really? Come on. This is ridiculous. We live in the greatest era of all time. You don't even have to leave your house and you can get groceries delivered. You can make money online while you're sleeping. But it's too risky because you don't want to take an hour of your time to learn something new that's going to help you in the future? Because what? You're going to die tomorrow? Come on. Stop playing, ladies and gentlemen, because you don't know what the future's going to be. So you might as well live your best life now and plan like you're going to live another 50 years. I'm going to tell you this again. 74-year-old lady. This is 2020. 74-year-old lady in 2014 deposited, put down $30,000 on Apple stock. This is right before it split in 2014. And as some of you know, it split again in 2020. That $30,000, and now she's 80 years old, still alive, over $1 million. Because she didn't think it was too risky at 74 years old. And why are you thinking it's risky when you're 25, 35, 45, 55, 65? Cost of living is a thing, ladies and gentlemen. Inflation is real. The inflation that the government gives you, come on, it's the government. You can't believe numbers coming out of the source that tells you all is good. You have to do your independent study. And I'll leave it at this. Go look and see how they calculated inflation in 1979, and now look how they calculate inflation in 2020. You might find a sorry excuse for the inflation numbers that they're talking about now. They have every reason to keep it down below 5%. What's it going to look like when employees are going, inflation's 15%, I need a raise? You think that little 3%, 2% raise you get is going to cover any cost? Hell, go to the grocery store every week, prices go up. But you're telling me you're worried about risk. Well, you better get motivated, because after the government has spent all this money, you're going to need those extra streams of income that I've been talking about over the last few years. And some of you keep actually not responding, thinking it's too risky. I'm going to end this shortly because I'm going to talk about a few things, and it all has to do with money. So 6 months ago, when the stock market was going downhill and I was saying millionaires are made, NEO was $3, $2.98, $3, $3.25. How many people bought some? Now today it's over $40, nearly 50 a share. How many of you a year and a half when I came out and said, hey, get the Neo for $6.50, and then when it started going down to $3, you bailed? Because it's too risky. It's money that you throw away anyhow. When you buy cars, when you buy houses, when you buy flat screen TVs, you don't call that risky. When you go buy a $2,000 refrigerator, you don't call that money gone risky, earning you nothing. Yeah, I'm a little heated because it's hard out here. It's real in the field. And you guys out here playing around. You have all the tools necessary to minimize your risk. You have all the information necessary to minimize your risk. But what are you going to do? You're going to keep talking about it's risky? Or are you going to take some risk so you can get the big reward? Stop listening to people. Stop panicking. It's only money, ladies and gentlemen. It's only your life. And if you think 30 years working for somebody else is not risky, then I don't know what you're going to be talking about when you look at the numbers and find out there's like 40 to 60 million people out of work right now when they thought it was too risky to invest in their future. They're sitting there right now wishing they would have. And by the way, let's just face facts. Any given day, you could be at a place like this, even though I shouldn't be doing this. But here's a park down here in Fort Myers. It's really nice. Nice breezes, walking trails, all kind of things going on. You could be over here having a picnic. You could be barbecuing. You could be chilling in the middle of the day while everybody's at work. But instead, you telling me it's too risky, Eric, to invest in the stock market, to invest in crypto, to invest in gold and silver, to invest in myself, to invest in educating myself, to invest in starting a business, to invest in my goals and dreams. So who's going to join me? I know a lot of you are sitting there saying, Eric talks a lot of game, talks a lot of mess. Well, I'm passionate about this because a lot of my friends are sitting on the sidelines. They sat there and I watched them work for 30 years. They just now retired. They're just now sitting there saying, hey, I'm going on vacation. And I'm like, this 30 years. I'm like, that's a long time. And I'm just not understanding why people were saying it's too risky because I have a job, I'm comfortable. I don't have to worry. I'm gonna wait till I'm 55, 60, 65 before I can start traveling around the world. When you should have been taking off that cape like I said before. When you're 25, you should be able to do what you want, when you want, how you want. When you're 35, yeah, get a side hustle. If you wanna work and be safe, that's my dad. Worked, safe, had a paycheck, that's all he wanted to do. He's good. Me, I'm like, nah, I gotta do something different. I don't wanna be average. You getting it? You shouldn't wanna be average either. You should wanna be better than what you are today. And you can be. So get up off the couch. You know what I always say, quit eating them bonbons. Quit playing video games. Stop watching the movies on Netflix and Hulu, because they got you. Now, join us, ladies and gentlemen. There's lots of offerings coming up. We're going to Punta Cana shortly. We're going to go over there. I'm going to show you how to buy condos because you know I don't really like real estate that much, but I'm like, let's play some more. Why? Because it's risky, some of you will say. This can't be true. Well, you can keep sitting on the sideline while the top 10%ers keep taking up what the 90% of the population will never have. So let's stop the nonsense. There's risk every day you walk outside. Hell, even lightning strikes a person every now and then. There's no guarantee of anything. So be happy, be humble, and start taking risk, no matter what age you are. And you can always hit me up There, at StopStrugglingNow.com. And I'll try to help you out on all phases. This is a no guru zone. And with all that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And it's hard out here. That's why I implore you, start thinking about assets that bring you back money. A TV brings you no money. Games bring you no money, unless you're a pro gamer. Flat screen TVs bring you no money. Start thinking assets, then you buy those toys after you have that money coming in while you sleep, while you're on vacation, while you're making videos at the park. And with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.